Today on Go Nitro, we're about to step back in time and learn one of America's first racing sports with veteran musher Carl Knudsen and some of his very enthusiastic four-legged friends. It's one thing to watch the pros, it's another thing to train with them, but there's just one catch. They've had half their lives, we have half an hour, because every athlete has a first day. Here's the place, here's the legend, here I am, and my new teacher. I was a goalie for 15 years, but we've never done this before. Experience? Zilch. No clue how to start, less clue how to play. And neither do you when you start out. Because every athlete has a first day. And you've just been drafted. Dog sledding was first invented by the indigenous peoples living in the northernmost parts of America. The practice was quickly adopted by the early explorers who had traveled from Europe. Often used by trappers as a means to transport goods across a harsh, snowy countryside, dog sledding became a customary part of life in the North, even more so than snowmobiles of today. The first ever dog sleds and pack dogs in history were domesticated wolves. After that, the Malamute people of Alaska were responsible for creating one of the first sled dog breeds in existence today, the Alaskan Malamute. Now that dog sled racing has become a sport and is rarely used as a means of transportation, most sled dogs are a mix. Bred for speed and endurance, these little bundles of energy are just ecstatic to get out on the trail today. Our professor, Carl Knudsen. Let's see how we do. So, how long have you been doing sled dog racing?
Probably since I was 9 years old, I believe. I would have done my first race maybe at 10.
Okay.
Would have been a one-dog mutt race. I came in last place. And I guess I'm 27 now, so it's been a while.
And there's been some level of improvement since that first race, obviously.
Like most of the old mushers said, before you can win, you're going to have to lose. And so I got that over with pretty quick and got busy with getting quite a few more dogs and a little bit more competitive.
Awesome. So how many dogs do you have here?
Total in the kennel, 54 dogs.
Oh, wow.
That's including this year's puppies. And also my one mascot dog, Bananas, the poodle.
Oh, cool. All right. So what goes into dog sled racing? Like how would one get started in a sport like this?
Well, you really got to ask yourself first before you start if you really want to do it, because once you get going, it's either a make or break kind of thing, because it's not an easy job having sled dogs. It's a full-time job. I guess there's also people running two-dog ski drawer, canicross, bike drawer, where you're only going to need 2 to 4 dogs. But I mean, anything having dogs it's going to take a lot of your time and a lot of money and a lot of effort.
54. Did you say 54?
Yeah.
54 dogs must go through a heck of a lot of food. How do you deal? That must be incredibly expensive.
So I feed almost 100% raw feed. It's like if you're being a professional athlete.
A dog sled team usually consists of 8 to 12 dogs running in pairs, attached to a single rope called a tow line. The rope is hooked up to the nose of the sled, and the dogs work in unison to pull the sled across the snow. Historically, if the snow was deep, a driver would sometimes have to take the lead. So the sled, this looks a lot more aerodynamic. When I think of dog sledding, I think of the old wooden sleds that look sort of, the components look like those old-fashioned snowshoes. This looks incredibly, it's like the jet plane of dog sleds. So what is this made from? How is this made?
So this is a Dandler sled. It's a Hornet, so it's one of the smaller sleds, a racing sled. Obviously, this one's quite well used. I've took it off a few bumps and turns by now. They're about 28 pounds. I mean, obviously, when you're racing, the lighter the better, which that's where the adrenaline comes from, because these guys will pull a pickup truck. So you're on a 28-pound sled, it gets a little crazy. But yeah, these, I think when I got this one, it was about $2,700.
Oh, wow.
To buy this one, but I mean, if you're doing this much work, you want to spend the money to get the good equipment. So
that's not bad, because that's less than I guess one of the cheaper motorcycles. So
yeah,
that's
I
not
mean,
bad.
that's what I mean. It's fairly reasonable for how much use you're going to get out of it. They make them and everything folds up, and they're quite nice. But in the end, I mean, it still is just a basic sled. It hasn't changed that much.
Okay.
Especially, I mean, there's not much else you can do other than having good PTEX runners and knowing how to do your waxing properly.
So when you're on the sled and it's probably not very difficult to get the dogs to go, how do you stop and how do you turn?
Okay, so the turning, that's just a lot of practice is what it is.
Okay.
And there is a bit of a turning system in these sleds with your handlebars, as you can see on the tip. It's hooked up now, that's not going to work.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a bit of turning. Okay. Where are my gloves here? I don't know. His name is Thor, the one at the end there, who's jumping up and barking. Okay, so I'll do this one. Pretty much, this goes over. Other leg hold.
Yeah.
And then bring the chain, the collar through. The key is don't let them know they're unhooked, or that's when they start jumping.
Oh, okay. This one goes over their head here?
No, both of them.
Oh, both of these?
Yeah, just like that. Perfect.
Okay. Like that?
And then the two leg holes in the front.
Okay.
And then pull the unsnap and pull the collar through. And then re-snap.
go. All right.
All right. Okay. I'll get my jacket. We'll see how this thing fits on.
Yeah.
If we can use it even. Hey, back.
Oh, that's going to be pretty cool.
You think it's going to be too pointing up? Too. Don't let go. So when you flip it, hold on as tight as you possibly can.
Okay.
And so you'll go past the camera or whatever, and then you hit your brakes.
Okay.
And just keep holding them until I get to the sled.
Okay.
Anyways, this goes on the back of the harness.
Okay.
And the neckline goes on the front, so you can take 5. He's fairly calm, the one in the back.
Hi.
Usually it's hold the collar.
Hold the collar. Right, this way. We're going this way. No, we're going this way. Hi. Hi.
So it's collar on this one. And then you grab your 2 strings.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. I'll head up with him. I'll just film this.
Would you like to taste it?
No, I don't think so.
So they eat about 120 pounds of meat a day.
Wow. guy's interested.
He's old. Old Pepper, he's an old leader. Now he's just retired, wandering around the yard.
He's thinking about it.
No. You smell that strong fragrance? That's the beaver meat.
Oh, okay.
It's actually like a perfumey because they use the castors in perfume.
Oh, okay.
That's where that comes from. It's like if you get it on your hands, it smells like that for 2 days.
Oh.
Here, get this.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. See. You guys gotta get back up there. Okay, so you're gonna have to wait. I don't know how, you might not be able to hold them. I'm gonna run as hard as I can and try to get past them so I can help you stop them. But once you get past the camera, you gotta put the brake on as hard as you can, or somebody might die. Okay, so you gotta jump on, hold the brake as hard as you can.
Okay.
And as hard as you can. I'm gonna pull the hook, so now there's nothing holding but the brake.
Okay. Okay.
Just keep pushing that as hard as you can. Don't let them keep, even if they start moving, keep holding.
Whoa! When people think of dog sledding, they often think of the word mush. It is considered to be one of the most commonly used call to action terms that drivers will use to tell the dogs to get a move on, similar to the chillick sound that riders will use to get a horse to start walking. While many think the word was invented with the sport, it's actually not a real word at all, but rather a mistake. The term mush was actually originated when a group of English-speaking explorers misheard Francophone drivers using the word marche, the verb for walk in French, to urge their dogs into motion. Centuries later, the term stuck, and those who have dedicated their lives to the sport have hence been known as mushers. Only only on Go Nitro. The show doesn't end here. Visit us online for your fix at gonitro.tv. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can tweet us on Twitter.
Go Nitro Access is brought to you by Melville, Saskatchewan. It's bigger on the inside. Aviva Canada.
Salon services for Go Nitro provided by ID Hair Studio. Hair for who you really are.
Don't fit in. Stand out with black chrome.